Okay, so we're going to connect all the A minor pentatonic scales. So, but we're going to play root to root. So here's how that would go. 5th fret, 3rd finger. And then we're going to go to the 5th string. We're going to play 3 to 5. And then 2, 5. Same thing. Then shift up again. 3, 5. 3, 5. And then you got to end on the root. Okay, so where your 3rd finger is here at the 5th fret, put your pointer finger there. Now we're going to do the rock and roll position. 5, 8, then 5, 7, same thing, same thing. And then now 5, 8, same thing. So if you think of this right here, this is the back part of this position, which is what I was using there, and then rock. Okay, then now we have to find our next A. So if we skip the 5th string here and go down to the 7th fret, 4th string, that's your other A. So now you need to start there. But we're connecting the scale shape from the 7th fret, and the 8th fret is our connecting to connect to this position. So we're going to start here. We're going to go 7, 10, then 7, 9, and then shift up, 8, 10, and same thing. And then 10, 7, same thing, 10, 7, now 10, 8, then climb back up until you get to A again. So this portion from the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string all line up with this part of the position. And then right here, and these last 2 strings here, the 8th fret, they line up for this part. Okay, so then now, if you want to find out where your next A would be, so you go to the 7th fret here, then you want to find the octave, you skip the 3rd string, and then you play the 2nd string at the 10th fret. So, but now we want to find the other A to start the scale on. So we got our A here at the 12th fret, so that's where we would start. So the back part of this position, this part, is what's connecting now the new position. So we're going to start 12th fret, and then 10th fret, 12th fret, and now we're going to go back, 9, 12, now we're going to shift up, 10, 13, and then now we're going to go 10, 12, 12, 10, 13, 10, and then 12, 9, 12, 10, same thing, and same thing. And there you go. So this back part of the position here And then that shift, when you shift back for the 9th and 12th, it comes from this part and this part. Okay, so then now our next part, our last part, is now we would start our pointer finger at the 12th fret, A string. So we're going to go 12, 15, 12, 14, same thing. Now we're going to shift up to 13, 15, and then now we're going to play 12, 15, 15, 13, 14, 12, same thing, 15, 12, and then same thing, and then end on A. So we got this string coming from that there. These three strings coming from here at 12th fret, all the 12th fret, 12th fret, and then 13, 15, so on and so forth. And then now to do A minor pentatonic scale on one string, the low E would be the 5th fret, the 8th fret, the 10th fret, 12th fret, then 15th fret, and then back to your octave there. And all these connect these positions. This A goes okay, now this A still connects to this A. Okay, so then here, there's C. Now our next note is D. So here connects this shape. Does all that. And then we got E, has this shape. And then this shape. So on and so forth. So, and the notes we have are A, C, D, E, G, then you're back to A. So let's say if you wanted to do G minor pentatonic scales. So we want to figure out the position that would be the lowest, closest to the headstock here that you can play. Well, we can't really play this position because we don't have frets up here. So our first position we would use would be here, 3rd fret. So we got E, F, F sharp, and G. So then you would start with your rock position. Okay, and then now we'd find the octave, because then we go to the next position. Okay, and then after that, we find our next G, should be here. Okay, now we shift. And then we got one more position. And back home. And there you go.